Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Facebook. Hello, everybody. For some reason, my iPad is not just quite lining up the camera today. I've been doing a few different positions here, and I just wasn't happy with any of them. So I don't think my tripod's changed positions, but something wasn't right this morning. So it is Tuesday morning. Who's ready for the snow? If you're ready for the snow, drop a comment, say yes or say no. If you're ready for the snow or not, we're supposed to be getting a bunch of snow. We're actually officially putting our winter tent up today. This morning, our winter tent out back can withstand the snow, and we can put heaters inside, and it'll have 3 sides on it. And not that we plan on many people sitting out there on cold days, but on warmer days, people might want to jump back there and catch a bite, especially on the weekends when it's 3 o'clock and we open and the sun is still out. So the good news is we're almost close to the shortest day of the year, which the good news for that is then we'll start getting lighter days of the year, right? So the 21st is our shortest day of the year, likewise. We're almost there. We're almost there. Speaking of almost there, we're almost to our Christmas Day soup kitchen. If you can donate, that'd be fantastic. We're looking for monetary donations because we cannot take many volunteers this year at all to keep everything safe and keep everybody distanced. It's on our website, romatimebistro.com. Go down, click the donate, and it'll take you to chefonamission.com. It'll get billed out from Marcus Guiliano Productions. When you buy a gift card or you buy anything, the shopping cart is in Marcus Guiliano Productions. That's what it's billed as, not as a Roma Time Bistro. So just be aware when you purchase anything from us, that's how it's billed. There are some people that in the past, and it happens more often, they a few times a year where they'll contest Marcus Guiliano Productions charge on their credit card when they bought a gift card for somebody, just not realizing it. We try to make that, we try to connect the link for people. So that's how that'll be built in as. So good morning to everybody who's tuning in. I got some little funny thing today. I'm going to talk to you about the media, how the media is wrong and they don't fact check. So before I do that, let's see. We had a great wine dinner last night. Great wine dinner. We had 15 people last night, which we can't fit more in here than that anyway, based upon social distancing. So 15 people at their own tables. Really great last night. New World Wines. We'll be doing these events sell out. So we'll be doing this again in 2 weeks, 2 Mondays from now. And we will, I have to come up with a theme for that. I'm not sure what the theme is going to be. But we had some fun wines last night. New World Wines. All right, so let's see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Ralph. If you're tuning in live, just drop a comment, #live. Good morning, Gretchen. So just drop a comment. Let me know you're listening. Just drop a comment where you're tuning in from. That'd be fantastic. Good morning, Albie. I'm drinking hot tea today. I'm gonna go run here in a few minutes after this, and I gotta warm up. I'm not looking forward to going out in the cold. It's 29 degrees here or something. Go out for my morning run, or my daily run. So I've been running ever since Christmas Eve 2018. I have not missed a day. I've not missed a day. I started doing that when my mom passed away 2 years ago, just to keep myself occupied and focused, and it was something I started as a daily habit, and I just kept doing it. Even though I do 1 mile, it's 1 mile. A lot of days right now, especially just 1 mile, just so I get out there and honor myself and take care of myself. And yesterday was a very, very, very stressful day for us. For me, especially one of my high stress days out there. Trying to get the Airbnb together to open up. Just things you want to buy just are not available, right? So you spend all this time trying to buy PlayStations, even a PlayStation 4, for kids that are checking for, families when families checking, so the kids are something to do. And you just can't seem to, you order it, they promise it, and then all of a sudden, like B&H or Newegg will cancel your order. You're trying to buy a new desk, a new couch, and they tell you it's coming, and all of a sudden it's not coming for another month. So just a lot of things fell into place yesterday, which made it a very, very stressful day for me personally. And I know when I went out for my run at 4:15 yesterday, I did 2 miles yesterday, that was a game changer for me to be able to go out and just run and get my body in motion. And when I got back, I was much more relaxed and able to focus and get some work done and have a great wine dinner last night. So our grocery list, like I said, is expanding. Our grocery list is expanding. We're bringing more things in. We have all bagels coming in today from H&H Bagels. We have organic cream cheese coming today. Tomorrow we have a dairy-free cream cheese. We have eggs back in stock. We got more local green salsas back in stock. Hudson Harvest, their green salsa. Got some really cool pasta. These are porcini trumpets, so porcini powder into the flour mix, and this is from Spofellini, a local New York-based pasta company, organic, certified organic, and they are using this is made with organic durum semolina, so local stuff as well. This is a 5-pound bag. And what we've been doing for these lately, their pasta is on the pricey side. So what we've been doing lately is we've been breaking these down into 1-pounders for people, including 1-pound pouches. And so that's the story with that. So it makes it much more easy to buy. An average person, even a couple, would not buy 5 pounds of pasta like this. So you can come in and buy 1 pound. We're repacking it. So we got a lot of cool new things coming on our grocery store list. Stay tuned for that. We're hopefully going to be able to start some kind of semi-delivery system in the new year. People that need groceries. We do deliver right now to people, to a few selected people that we have been delivering to throughout the pandemic. So they're larger orders and larger families, larger orders. So if you're interested in us being able to deliver, let us know. It's something you might possibly do based upon your location and based upon the volume of your order. So, but in the meantime, we're happy to do curbside delivery. Curbside is perfectly fine. To come in the building is perfectly fine. We have a funny, no, we don't have a funny feeling. We have a feeling that the owners are going to close restaurants down here very soon. When I had to go to Walmart the other day for something, I had to run in, for the Airbnb, I had to go grab something on Saturday and something on Sunday, 2 small things. And when I went in there, the place was mobbed and packed, like mobbed and packed. Like so busy that there wasn't enough shopping carts there. Everybody was waiting in line. Like people were in line waiting for shopping carts to come back. So I know my restaurant's not nearly that packed. My restaurant is a lot safer than a place like Walmart. And typically if I ever go to Walmart, I typically kind of go first thing in the morning, 7 a.m. Early so I can go in and get in and get out. But I had to go during Saturday and Sunday and it was packed. So I'm not sure that restaurants are really the problem here. And a lot of studies are saying restaurants aren't the problem. Even Cuomo said restaurants aren't the problem. Yeah, so hopefully we'll still be able to serve food and hopefully we'll be able to come in. If not, we'll go to takeout only. We'll up our groceries, which we're doing anyway, because a lot of people are buying more groceries from us. So we have more things to offer, and we're doing some cool graphics so you can actually see what you're buying now, as opposed to reading down a list. So stay tuned for that. That was in some of that was in yesterday's email. Let's see. So now, the media scandal. You ready for the media scandal? So I have proof that the media does not fact check. They do not fact check, all right? So 2 years in a row, Aromatime Bistro has gotten Best Sullivan County Restaurant from Reader's Choice. Folks, we're in Ulster County. We are in Ulster County. We are not in Sullivan County. 2 years in a row, Times Herald Record has not fact-checked our award. So we are Ulster County, not Sullivan County. So here is proof that the media does not fact check. So I don't know how these awards go out. This is called Reader's Choice, Best of 2020. So I'm assuming Reader's Choice is where you, the reader of the paper, will submit restaurants or businesses that you feel get a Reader's Choice award. And I'm assuming that people thought, which is a legitimate misconception, a mistake, that we're in Sullivan County. We're really in Ulster County. So I'm sure a couple people put that in, readers, and then the paper, the Times Herald Record, went with it and put it into print again 2 years in a row. Best Sullivan County Restaurant. All they had to do was look on a map and say, hey, Aromatime is in Ulster County, not Sullivan County. A lot of people joke with us every year, the last 2 years especially, about this award. Asking, we even have people that call us and ask us, did you move your restaurant? Did you move out of Ellenville? No, we did not move out of Ellenville. They just didn't fact check that. Times World Record did not fact check that. We are not Sullivan County. We are indeed Ulster County. Easy mistake to make, easy mistake to catch though. Really easy mistake to catch. So, and I find a lot of times that these awards, we get a lot of opportunities to be featured. When I say opportunities to get featured, well, newspapers will call us and say, we're doing a piece on the best restaurants in Southern Ulster County. We're doing a piece on the best restaurants in Ulster County. We're doing a piece on the best farm to table restaurants. To be featured in our section of the best restaurants, you need to buy an ad. If you don't buy an ad, you don't get featured, and that's pay to play. A lot of media outlets are pay to play. I've been told by a lot of newspapers over the years. So talk about not fact checking and talking about fair journalism. Even in the restaurant world, it's hard to get really true journalism, a true story that's not bought and paid for. Hudson Valley Table told me flat out years ago that they do not focus on writing articles on restaurants or businesses that don't spend money in advertising. So they've written one piece on us, Hudson Valley Table, not Hudson Valley Magazine. Hudson Valley Magazine is great. They've written many things on us without us buying ads. But Hudson Valley Table, on the other hand, I was flat out told by the salesperson that, I'm sorry, you will not get featured if you don't buy ads. That's the way it works. So, not fair journalism. So when you see a lot of those best of this, best of that, those restaurants or businesses, a lot of them have bought into it. Now, Hudson Valley Magazine is different. Some of those other places, if you want to be featured, you have to buy the surrounding ad space around these features. So I had one lady who came in here one year from Jersey, Hook Magazine, it was a beach lifestyle magazine, upper class magazine, one of those things. And she came in here, loved everything. And I want to feature you, I want to write you up and this and that. I was like, okay, great. And this was for lunchtime, so I was able to talk to her. And she was here for 2 hours, great with the wait staff and this and that. And she expected me at the end of it, she expected a free meal. And she also expected me to place an ad in her magazine. And I kept that magazine for years on my bookshelf just so I had it as a reference point to avoid this magazine because I'd never heard of it before. And when I told her I'm not going to buy an ad, she goes, well, I can't write about you. And she got all huffy and puffy. She goes, I thought, and it's like, you never said buying an ad, and you came here and legitimately liked what we were doing, or was that fake? Was that fake because you wanted to sell a $1,000 ad or a $1,500 ad or a $500 ad? So I said, no, I'm not going to buy an ad. That's not even my market down there, the Jersey Shore. It's not like there's tons of restaurants in the Jersey Shore. People in the Jersey Shore aren't coming up here, to look for restaurants. I know you want to feature us, and that's great. She was, I can't feature you. I can't do this. And she wanted her bill comp for free. And then she ended up, when she ended up getting the bill, her check, she ended up tipping the waitstaff. It was like, I don't know, 80, 90, $100. This is years ago. This was literally like 14, 15, 13 years ago. She tipped $2. She tipped my waitstaff $2, and she was very high maintenance. Just disgusting, very, very disgusting how things like that work. But a lot of these media outlets expect you to pay to get featured, and Jamie and I do not play that game, pay to get featured. We do a lot of legitimate things here that we feel that could deserve its own media attention in itself, like our Christmas Day Soup Kitchen, which I never try to get media attention for that. It's something that we typically keep low key, but every 2 or 3 years, the cameras show up, the newspaper shows up, things like that, and we're happy to get the word out a little more. Typically that happens after the fact that we've done it or that we're doing it, so it's not like it's something that we're doing for a promotion ahead of time. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate the support, everybody. I see a few more on. Hi Cheryl. Hi Cheryl and Cheryl. Hi Mike. Hi Arnie. Good morning everybody. So yeah, so I just did a little quick mention on how I know media, it doesn't fact check and is fake, because 2 years in a row we keep getting Sullivan County Best Restaurant finalist from Times World Record, and we are Ulster County. Not hard to fact check that, so it's pretty funny. It's more humorous than anything, and a lot of people poke at us for that and make fun. Even last night, I didn't know you moved counties. I'm still located there, so yeah. So that's the story with that. A little rant on the media here and how the media works. I've noticed that I used to do a lot of press releases. 98, 99, 2000, 2001, even before Roman time when I was involved in a restaurant in Colorado, when I was a partner in Colorado. I did a lot of press releases, and I worked in media a lot, and I would notice whatever I would write as a press release would be printed verbatim of what I did. They would copy and paste my press releases. And these were press releases for farm dinners, farm benefits, a chef's collaborative, all these cool things we were doing in Colorado Springs. Myself and a few of the restaurants, so I would do these press releases for the restaurant. I was at Walter's Bistro at the time, and nobody would ever call me to fact check anything. Nobody would ever call me to elaborate on the story. They would just literally copy and paste my my press release. I mean, I probably could have falsified things and said we gave like $1 million to charity and things like that, and they probably would have printed it, because nobody ever have called me and fact checked a single press release. When we opened a Roman time, we did a few press releases, not many off the bat. And of course, social media came into play, and I realized that YouTube was very powerful. In 2009, Facebook, that was very powerful. And then things like Grubhub, when we first opened, we involved our conversations on that, and stuff. Not Grubhub, the other one, I forgot the name of it. But we got listed on there, and we created conversation on there, and that was very, very effective for getting the word out. And then, of course, a lot of magazines, a few magazines picked up, like Hudson Valley. Hudson Valley magazine was probably one of the most beneficial magazines I've ever worked with in my career since '98, since doing this. Hudson Valley magazine, everybody there was just always been fantastic to us. We do get a lot of awards from them, a lot of best of awards, and they write about us a couple times a year on other unrelated things as far as their awards. So Hudson Valley magazine, I really, really respect, and they're probably one of them a pleasure to work with over the years. But a lot of these other pieces of paper, places, as soon as they get an email from someone, we'd like to feature you, and here are the ad rates right next to it. I'm like, when the salesperson calls you from a magazine to feature you, they're just creating a way for them to create revenue. When an editor calls you and wants to write a story and interview you, it's a little different than the salesperson reaching out to you and saying, we'd like to feature you, and here are the ad rates. So that's how that works. So good morning, Carlos. Carlos just joined. I saw a bunch of people on. How's it going, Carlos? Carlos and I worked together in the early to mid 90s at the Greenbrier. Carlos was my roommate, actually, in West Virginia. Also another very successful chef. Carlos, where are you at these days? Are you in Florida? I haven't seen Carlos in a few years. So I think you're in Florida. I think Carlos is in Florida. Just drop a comment where you're at. Good morning, Deborah. How are you? And everybody else is tuning in. So, yeah. All right, awesome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I have to get on my coaching call, my morning coaching call, with my momentum buddy here in a few minutes, and I got to hit my run. And today we're closed. Tuesday we're closed. This week's special, this week's to-go special is $9.99 salmon. Our salmon is usually $16. It's $9.99 this week. It is true wild caught salmon, line caught salmon from Alaska. It's not net caught wild, it's line caught. I'm going to do a series of educational things this week on salmon. I talked about salmon yesterday a little bit, and I think the way I can really highlight this promotion is by doing more educational things on educating you how to buy the right salmon and consume the right salmon, maybe some of the downfalls of farmed salmon, organic salmon, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to line that up. Maybe I can get a couple guests in this week to do these Facebook Lives with me, and maybe I'll get some marine biologists or somebody on, and we can talk in the current situation of what's happening in salmon farms. So it's always a shocker when I talk to these people that are involved in the industry. They're telling me what's going on right now. There are 1 million deaths here. This is happening here. This is happening here. This isn't stuff that we read in the news, any of the news about salmon farms. And sometimes it makes it into the industry magazines, the higher end industry magazines. This kind of stuff will make it into, but it's not consumer friendly content that gets put out there about the horrific conditions of salmon farms and the mass die-offs and all this kind of stuff. So let me see if I can round up a guest or so this week and talk about that. So maybe whether it's in Scotland or here in Nova Scotia or the west coast of Canada, let me reach out to our contacts and do some of that stuff. So all right, folks, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.